Appreciate you all being here. This is a pretty big moment. This is the part of the year where we go to forward motion. A lot of you know that this is a very big year for all of us. And this is the part of the year, the 222, the 222 portal represents the moment of the year where we now shift. In order to do this, and I'm going to be breaking this down for all of you, there are things that we actively need to do. And if you focus all the way through the end of the lesson, you will know exactly what to do, and you will know how to actually, like, it's like jumping through a portal. You ever see it like in like when Doctor Strange opens the portal and jumps to it? You got that's literally what's going to happen. You're like a totally different world as we jump through this time. Releasing, okay? We're going to go over the energy themes, the release of chronic issues, understanding what upgrades really are like, new choices, asking yourself certain questions, locking onto a vision, even through chaos. There could be chaos around you. You're locked onto the vision. We will talk about relationships. There's a lot that's going on. It is the 222. If you're new to the channel, I'm Michael. I discuss the ascension journey and I make it relevant for the everyday life people. It's a massive shift in energy, and it doesn't happen in a moment. That's why we have a window of time. That's what a portal is talking about. If you're stumbling on live, could you kindly hit the like button? Others will get this message. We're going to do a meditation and an experiment at the end of this video today, so don't go anywhere. I appreciate you all. Releasing. Okay, so this is a time period to release. Achieving a feeling no longer stuck. This is a time period where we shift to forward motion. You might have felt like your wheels were turning in the mud. We're not really moving forward. We're just kind of grinding our gears. Now we kind of get a grip and we're able to move forward. Now we drop the weight, if you will, get the weight out, and now it's easier to move, and then we get out of there. So there are certain energies that 222 represents. Balance, harmony, trust, faith that God delivers. You got to stay focused on it, okay? 222, balance, harmony, trust, faith that God delivers. Sometimes we have ideas, but God sees from a higher vantage point, and certain things will be delivered into our everyday lives in divine timing. And it's going to be for the highest timeline. Sometimes, especially in the modern world, a lot of people like instant gratification, but there is hard work, there's dedication, and there is divine timing. And sometimes when it happens at a later time instead of an earlier time, it's more fruitful in the end. This is about achieving the highest timeline. You could write the most high in the comments. You could write the highest timeline in the comments. The most high. This is where we're focused on. Positive mindset, inner peace, positive relationships. Write them down. 222. Positive mindset, inner peace, peaceful, right? Did you watch yesterday's episode? You should check it out. Positive relationships. Okay, a lot of us, and God, we discuss the wilderness. A lot of us go through the wilderness season, especially if we are taking our leadership position in the new earth as we are shifting ages right now. Did you know we're shifting ages? Yeah, did you know that you're going to be a leader right now? And not the false idols anymore. Everyday life people are rising up. Everyday life people rise. So, positive relationships could come in many forms. They could come in romantic relationships. You could have friendships. It could be, even for your business or your work. Any type of positive relationship, it's being drawn in at this time. And the shifts, the changes, the energy that comes in, this is representing an upgrade or a code that's in the body. I've been sharing about how this energy has been coming in, the solar flash. Again, if you're new to the channel, check out the previous videos. If you are new to the channel, you will see, and that's why I created the first playlist, how the videos will intertwine with each other and a bigger story is told when you are following along and connecting these messages. So these codes or upgrades, they come into the body. That's great. Now there has to be, that's what we're doing. We are walking through this portal. There's radical action. It's not just the energy. That is that intersection. True manifestation is the intersection of conscious thought, not just manifest conscious thought. That's good. Radical action. What are you going to do? So there's upgrades, there's codes for the body. And then we have to do the radical action. A lot of what has to happen first, now we're getting into the meat and potatoes of the episode. You have to stay focused on what you are releasing and dropping. We are walking through the portal. Picture it like a portal, right? We're going to vision like a portal, right? But if you have all this negativity, negative stuff from, it could be earlier in your life, past lifetimes. This is why we're releasing things. Release me, right? You got to do it. You got to do it. Release it, right? So now, because you want to, I can't fit through the portal. I'm holding on to all this stuff. So the first thing we have to do, right, is we have to release all this stuff. We have to release the traumas in the body. We have to release the past. None of our journeys have been easy. There's been a weird, and a lot of people are waking up to this. There has been weird supernatural things that have happened since 2020. Does that resonate with you? Did you have, maybe you went your whole life and all of a sudden you had all these additional traumas, all these additional things? Well, it's part of our life. This has happened to all of us. And it's time to release them so that we can fit through the portal. You can't enter the portal, right? So it's an energetic shift. In order to make the jump, you have to get rid of these things first. Chronic issues, release. Chronic issues. Think about your everyday life. What are the chronic issues that you've been dealing with? We've all dealt with different ailments. Could be ailments in the body. Could be situations. Situations could come up in work or a relationship. Situations could be chronic as well. That also causes illness. What is the number one cause of dis-ease? Stress. If you're learning something new, please click that like and maybe the subscribe button. That's what we have to stay focused on. We're going to be healthy again in 2025. And we have to focus like a laser beam. Listen, years ago, I didn't realize, and the more that you dive into these things, compare and contrast, sitting alone, sitting in quiet, introduction, elimination, and then you realize most of these ailments, it really does come from stress. So you really have to stay focused on removing stress from your everyday life. One of the big things that we're dropping, we're releasing from ourselves, I've spoken about this many times. Right now, we're getting ready. I'm leaving this message prior to the portal. Remember, it goes beyond 222. It's a shift. We have to drop persecution implants. Yeah. Because they will no longer exist in our new reality. Persecution implants. It could come in many forms. Like even on my journey, you could have you're putting stuff out there. A lot of you know about what happened in the previous years, the censorship, all the nonsense. That's persecution implants. You were persecuted for doing the right thing. Look at Jesus Christ. He was persecuted. Then they threw that guy up on the cross. We got to wake up to, there's a phrase, the same people that didn't like Jesus Christ probably don't like you. And if that resonates, if you've experienced it, why don't you smash the like button so people hear this? Persecution implants, out of here. Persecution implants, out of here. Drop them. Drop the persecution implants. Be lighter. Be brighter. We're rising up like never before. This is what we need to do. We have to actually lose first. We got to drop some things before we can move forward. I consistently share about my wellness journey. I like to pump the weights. I like to bodybuild, getting big and strong, baby. But right now, my body is mostly in a state of autophagy, not an anabolic state. So now I'm giving you the physical that goes with the spiritual. I'm fasting every day. I know, and I can feel this in my body. Maybe this resonates with you. Maybe you've never done a fast before. And just try to maybe get to the 17-hour window, 17 hours, if it resonates with you. But for me, on my journey, I know the importance. And when we fast, you know, you have to leave your ego at the door for true ascension. And you could write that down. You have to leave your ego at the door. I have to pull up another device because we glitched the live stream again. Durante 4, thank you so much for the support. 222 shift. We are free from the implants. Yeah, write it down. We're free from the implants. Very powerful video today as we're already glitching the live stream. I got you up over there so I could see. So you have to, sometimes we have to take a step back. You know, in the physical realm, if I was just in my ego and just like, you know, constantly eating and constantly, no, sometimes we have to spend some time clearing it out, dropping the past, doing the detox, doing the fasting, cleanse the body, cleanse the aura. Once it's all the way down, once it's all the way clear, then you move forward. And that's the shift that we're going through right now. Sometimes we have to get a deep cleanse, a deep cleaning, because there's something, it's about the frequency. That's the trauma that's in your cells. We have to release cells. We have to release what a lot of us have held in our solar plexus. A lot of us got a big hit in the past couple of years, the solar plexus. Lower chakras, root chakra. Watch yesterday's video. Please click subscribe if you're new. Watch yesterday's video. You are safe. Write it down. I am safe. A lot of people didn't feel safe in the past few years. A lot of crazy things happened. It's no one's fault. And now your body's like, oh my God. And so all of these traumas, the stresses, they go into your body. So first, we are clearing, cleansing, dropping, light. Now we go through, now we're moving through the 222 portal. Self-esteem up. Ready? Self-esteem up. Do you like that? How does that make you feel? Am I making you feel good? Yeah. Self-esteem up. Got to have up. I've seen it myself. That's why you have to be empowered. That's why you have to be a warrior at this time. We're all in this together. We're all, it's not a unicorn and rainbow journey in the past few years. Your self-esteem was attacked by darkness that doesn't want you to ascend. Do you listen? That's why I make this channel for everyday life people, okay? Because that's what I am. I didn't wake up in the morning knowing all these things, monitoring spirits, destiny swapping. You start learning all these. There's sick people out there. There's sick people out there, and they don't want you to ascend. Do you see them out there? Smash the like button if I'm speaking the truth. A lot of people are waking up to this right now. You're waking up, you're seeing clearly. No, you're not going to be persecuted anymore. No way, Jose. No way, Jose. We're not going to be persecuted anymore. And you're probably empathic. And when people say these things and they want you to be a mouse while you're a lion, this energy, you're not a mouse, you're a lion. You get the lions going in the chat. You get the lions going right now. You got to roar like a lion right now. So the self-esteem is up. With the self-esteem, it's a good lesson, right? With the self-esteem, we now make new choices. New choices need to be made. This is where our growth comes from. I'm a big believer in routines and rituals. That makes you successful. But every once in a while, as we continue the routines and rituals, you have to make new choices. What's an example of that, Uncle Mike? Well, for example, I do a daily video 9 a.m. Eastern time. Hit the subscribe button. I do it every single day at 9 o'clock Eastern. But then there's new choices. So I have a routine and ritual in place that makes this channel and community successful. But then I have to I have to make new choices. Maybe I need to talk about new things. Maybe I need to go to new places. The new. Write it 3 times. New. New. 222. Everyone's writing in the chat right now. New. 222. You gotta laugh, man. I'm telling you. If you're not laughing, it's hard. It's hard to do your true ascension. It's hard to attract abundance if you're not laughing. You gotta laugh. You gotta have new, and you gotta have 222. These are the shifts. Wish things would just not glitch all the time. I'm trying to see what everyone's writing. These are the things that we have to stay focused on, because it's very easy to be distracted in the modern era. A lot of people go outside of themselves instead of being focused on what's inside. You got to focus on inside. Solar Flash is an inside job. True Ascension is an inside job. No one else is going to do it for you. If you have the victimhood mentality, not going to work. It never does. God wants the best in all of us. God does not want us to be codependent. Do you know about codependency? The strongest one of all is the one that could stand alone. Such a powerful video. You should check it out. It's the one that could stand alone. Malishka Guzman, thank you so much, Malishka. Once you go through the fire, which is the hardest journey, you can begin to be free. Be who you are, no matter what. You are worth it. Absolutely. I'm very grateful for that, Malishka. You're going to be refined by the Holy Spirit fire. It's blazing, light warriors. The Holy Spirit fire is going to refine you. And that's where you're going to really truthfully think about it. You're purifying something, burning up all the impurities, right? But you remain. Burning up all the impurities in your life. It's not easy. It's not easy. Change is not easy. Coming to terms with things. We were all dealt a deck of cards. But I'm here to tell you, a lot of us, we were given something because we had to study it. We all have to go through this shift. All of us. No one is not going to go through this transitional state. I went through a 2-year transition in my life. It was nonstop. How you doing? It was nonstop. I am a peaceful man. I lived a simple life. I just like to chill out. I went through nonstop chaos for 2 years of my life. I did it, and I like to share that because a lot of people, to do it truthfully, to do it authentically, you have to go through that whirlwind of chaos. Well, there's residual. That season is over. We're jumping through the 222 portal, the 22222. You have to stay locked on your vision. I am locked, and those that have seen me, doing this for many years, you might be new. It's just divine timing that we meet. It's nice to meet you today. If you're new, leave a comment if you're new. No, I stayed focused on, I seen things. I seen a lot of things. And I had a vision, and maybe no one's going to believe your vision. No, you have something inside of you. If you could do something that nobody else can do, would you do it? Remember that guy? Who was that guy? That was me. Take pride. I take pride in my work. Okay? I could go back. I have it in my memory bank. I know all the videos I did. I could connect them. Don't just if you're a content creator, if you do anything in life, don't do it for the money. Don't do it because I got to be popular. Do it because you got vocation in life. Do it because you believe in yourself. Do it because you have something that you want to birth into the world. Be authentic. It's the Most High in a world full of fake. Have the courage to be authentic. All these things last the test of time. I remember the messages I left. Don't create things to be popular. Don't create things to fit in. Create them because they come from the Sacred Heart. You smash the like button if that's the truth. 222, we're ready to explode. You could feel we're ready to explode. You could get it going in the chat. Hit the starbursts. We're a supernova. Our everyday lives is a supernova, and we're about to explode onto the scene like never before. And this is a documentary of true ascension so the whole world could see it. Believe in yourself. No one has to believe in you. Listen to your Uncle Mike. No one has to believe in you. You need to believe in yourself. Sometimes you have to be stripped. Everything's got to be stripped away. Remember Naked and Afraid? You have to be stripped away. Sometimes you have to start over from scratch. But that's what God wants. It's in your best interest because you get that foundation. I was on this floor and I came all the way back. I didn't ask for these things. You might be getting this message. You say, I didn't ask for this craziness at work. I didn't ask for these crazy narcissists. I didn't ask for any of these things. God was molding you. God was making you a warrior. Write it in the comments. I am a light warrior. A light warrior. I defend my everyday life. I defend our everyday lives because it's about we, the people. The 222 portal. You got to be empowered right now. I feel this very very strongly inside my body. Those that have been watching the channel for the past week and beyond, obviously, but I've been sharing the feelings I have in my body. 2 has been a powerful number for me. I didn't have, growing up, my hero was my father. I didn't really look up to many people out there. It was very few. And one of the people that I did was Derek Jeter, and he had number 2. And my father and I had a lot of great memories watching him win the World Series. And I learned, spending the time with my dad. Family time has been taken away. Maybe that resonates with you. Share this so we restore community and family. Great times, you know, and watching and learning how to do it the right way, how to actually show up when it counts. In the most important times, that's what I learned. And the day that I won my competition, I wore the number 2 that day. I wore the number 2 the day I won. And so sometimes we have to reflect on our lives. You have to look for the numbers, the number codes. What are the numbers that follow you in life? And I clearly see this. 222. It's time to jump through the portal. It's time to make new choices. One of the things that have been plaguing the world at this time is relationships in the past few years. Have you been, maybe you're struggling finding a relationship. Maybe you're struggling in the relationship, okay? So one of the things, the 222 portal, now we're going to this part of the video is focusing on relationships. And you could be in one, you could improve it with the person you're with, or how do you attract? So I did a full video on that recently, and it's about patterns. Patterns. I did a video last year. It's called Why You Should Create Boundaries with the Universe. You must break the patterns. These things are no longer allowed in my everyday life. And this is how you now, when you jump through the portal, if you haven't set these boundaries, do this in the final moments. Set the boundaries with the universe, the old patterns, okay? So in the world, there's a lot of ego right now. People are not in relationships for love. Relationships have become a business decision. People that treated relationships like a business decision, the karma, the stuff that's coming up, it's going to be a devastation. When you enter a relationship and it's not for love and it's a business decision, and that, again, it's just the way of the world. It's the programming, and people pass it around. It's on social media. It's on fake reality shows. I don't even watch this. Sometimes I've seen the commercials for, like, people watch The Bachelor or all these. It's wild. It's wild. So in the demented minds, people see this. So this is the behavior. This is why it is my honor to show up. Let's make this channel 5 million. Let's make it 10 million people. I'll show up every day. I'm ready to go. Okay, when you're seeing it, and I'm teaching you the subconscious, people watch the stupid reality shows, so then well, this is how I have to behave. This is how I'm supposed to. It's wild. If I'm speaking the truth, why don't you write a comment about that? Okay, so, hey, Lori writes, that's why I stopped watching TV. Turn off your TV. Turn on YouTube. Turn on Our Everyday Lives. We're on 9 a.m. Eastern Time, sometimes twice a day. Okay, we got a lot going on here. We also have Facebook, TikTok, and Patreon. The links are in the description. You can connect on all the platforms. So several things. So we're focused on the energy of the now moment in the world. And relationships can fail. You could have nasty people in your lives for many reasons. But okay, we have boundaries. The patterns are broken. Remember this. You need to be heard, and you need to be free in a relationship. This is a pattern that needs to be broken, because there's a lot of broken people out there. You need to be free. You need to be free in a relationship. I've seen this across the board. You're in a relationship for love, for growth, for support, and having fun. One of my most powerful videos, don't you want to have fun? Ask yourself the question. Don't be miserable. Don't you want to have fun? I'm ready to have fun. If there's no one to have fun with me, I have fun with God. I'm a single man. I love it. It doesn't define me, and that's a lot of people have fallen for this. You got to find peace. You got to have fun. You got to find peace with yourself. Once you find peace with yourself, once you clean out, you break the patterns, you set the boundaries, then you're in a tractor field. And then the beautiful people, the beautiful people, the beautiful people start coming in. You got to break the patterns. You need to be free in the relationship. Never forget this, because I'm going to say this now. Okay? You focus on your Uncle Mike right now. I'll look right into your soul. I'll look right in. Am I looking into your soul right now? He's looking into my soul. Never forget this. There is only one person, there is only one thing that you could never afford to lose. This is a journey. This is a journey of self-discovery. We can lose money. We can lose people. There is only one thing you can never afford to lose, and that is yourself. It will never change. I will teach this 100 years from now. The only person, the only thing, the only person, the only thing you can't afford to lose is yourself. If you lose yourself, if you say, you know what, I'm always losing myself when I'm in a relationship, that's not a relationship. And the person is probably looking at it as a business decision. And if you want more relationship videos and advice, please comment that down below. I do read the comments. We're going to do an experiment today, because this is how we grow. I listen to the people. I take the pulse of society. That's what I do. One of the things, so let's break it down. Why is relationships the hardest right now? Because it takes two to tango. And again, through free will, you are not in control. That's why we have to be free. You have to be free. The partner has to be free. And when everyone is free, then you attract naturally, and then it just flows. I could see this. I could critique. I know my friends, all the people I've seen, and 80%, the law of 80, we have to flip it. Flip it good. We have to flip this now. 80% is miserable, and 20% they're with the right people. As we move into the new energies, that's why we're jumping through. Ready? So get it in your mind. We're jumping through the portal on the other side. Picture your love. Picture, we're jumping. We're hugging. Oh, we're jumping into jump and hug. Get the hearts going in the chat. We're jumping through the portal. You never seen a video like this before. This is the true 222 portal. You're jumping through the portal. Okay, the person's on the other side. Remember when Wolverine and Deadpool were jumping through the portal? We got to jump now. We got to jump before the monsters come. You're going to jump. You're jumping through the portal. Picture a big, beautiful hug on the other side. We are hugging. We are in love. Right? These are the things you have to focus on. Don't focus on negativity once you get through this portal. Now ask yourself the question. It's got to be the greatest lesson ever. Now ask yourself the question, did you release so that you could fit in the portal? Then you jump. No, you got to jump. You got to jump through the portal. Okay? Steve writes, know thyself. You got to know thyself. You got everything's, now this one's glitching. Everything's glitching. Sarah writes, greatest lesson ever. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Could everyone, if you're on the live stream, flood it with 222s right now? Because I have no idea if it's glitching. Just hit 2222222. And then we'll discuss the experiment. Okay, so let's do this together. Okay, right now, if you're hearing my voice at any time, let's focus on getting 2,000 likes on this video. Let's focus on getting 2,000 comments on this video and attracting 22,000 views on this video. 2222222. And let's conduct this experiment. You know, if you like my vibration, if it resonates with you, I appreciate that support. 2,000 likes, 2,000 comments, which will attract 22,000 views. 222222222222222. Don't knock stuff over. I'm actually a big kid. If those that know me for real, those that know me for real know that I'm a big kid. You You have to get rid of the traumas. And I'm here to be in my glory, in my authenticity. I've had a lot of traumas, for those, especially, listen, at face value, we're all just, we want to have fun. That inner child in all of us, it's really nasty to go out on the internet. I have my own traumas, going out, you go out there, I put myself out there in all the glory. And that's why I'm grateful for all of you that, support the channel, write the positivity. But, you don't allow things to affect you, but to see nasty things, it hurts you inside. It does. But these are the traumas that we're all, go back to the beginning of the lesson, persecution implants, they have to drop. This is what spiritual warfare. If you never saw my video, what spiritual warfare actually looks like, they know what they're doing. And they try to repeat it. And when you get nasty filth flung upon you for a long time, again, it's all of us. We all went through it. All of God's people went through it in the past few years. It doesn't matter again, the rainbow warriors. It doesn't matter your color, class, or creed. Look at all the different classes. There could be people that are famous and rich on the TV fighting. Maybe you're just randomly doing what you have to do. We're all doing something right now. I've shared this. You might be new to the channel. The only thing that really matters is that you exist. Isn't that powerful? And then a lot of people ask me, well, what's my mission? Only you could figure it out. No person can tell you. No person can tell you what your mission is. No one could ever tell me what it is. I figured it out. And over the course of my journey, I had to learn this because you're tricked. You're tricked to giving your power away to people that don't know your everyday life the best. My job in this movement that cannot be stopped, my job is to help restore your everyday life. Start living freely. That's what true spirituality is. There's a lot of egomaniacs running around out there. I'll speak the truth. True spirituality is learning who you truthfully are. True spirituality is living freely. A couple of times in my life, and God takes it away from you so you could learn. See how it feels, because we only learn through compare and contrast. It's a miserable feeling to have your freedom taken away. Freedom isn't free. That's why when it comes to spirituality, you need to be a light warrior. You need to be a light warrior. When it comes to this, it's about your everyday life. It's not about fitting into a clique. It's not about fitting into a cult. It's not about fitting into a box of limiting beliefs. It's about you. Never forget it. The only thing that you can't afford to lose is yourself. We have to rise up. 2-2 portal. A release of all the negativity. And we jump through the portal, nice and light and bright. Oh yeah, baby. You got to do it though. No, you seriously got to do it. So we got to be light and bright. We're attracting love. We're attracting abundance, right? 2-2, 2-2-2, 2-2-2. Focus on balance and harmony. And I've shared, this is my mission that God gave me. He said, Michael, you got to restore balance. It's not about left or right. It's not about this or that. It's about balance. If you're living in labels, you will fail in this new energy. If you are embedded, if you're dug in on polarity, you're going to fail in this new energy. And if you resonate with this, please, we're all a community. Leave it in the comments. 2,000 comments today. I know if you're live, you can't do it yet. You come back. 2,000 comments. And tell me tell me the story. Tell me the story. Tell me what you want to learn about. I know relationship advice and relationships and the energy is a big topic, and I want to talk about that a lot this year. And this is how we build together. It's about we the people. It's about community. It's about bringing back the family. So many people are disconnected. They're on their phones. They're not with their loved ones. They're not in their relationship. They're worried about attention on Instagram. Am I speaking the truth? Let us know. You don't need that crap in your life. Get it out. Get it out. We don't have time maybe you don't have time to spend with your parents. You're so busy. You're busy paying for the corruption. It's a big shift. The narcissistic energy, all the things are being revealed as we go through this portal. You're going to see it out there. You're going to see it out there. Where was my life force energy going? Hey, wait a minute. I need that back now. I need my energy back now. We call all our energy back now. Before we leap through this portal, we bring back all of our energy and we send back, we ask Almighty God to send back all negativity, all witchcraft, all spells. It goes back, return it to sender. And now we take back control of our everyday lives. And so it is. If you find this message interesting and you would like to learn more about our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe, give the video a like so it becomes visible to more people, and please share with one other person, because when we all share with one other person, we will rapidly grow our 5D community. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. I'm grateful for the support. It's a grassroots movement as we move forward, growing our community to 1 million. Please click that subscribe button. Let's get 2,000 likes. We'll do that experiment today. Let's see if we get 2,000 likes and 2,000 comments and see what happens. Let's embrace the twos today. Let's embrace the twos today. 222, 222, 222. And let's have some fun and attract some love into your life, however it might appear. And honestly, they lie to you. The only person that you have to love is yourself. Don't forget that. The only person that you have to love is yourself. Start with there, and then be an attractor magnet, an attractor field for relationships, for your abundance, for this, for everything. It's all coming in. It's all coming back to me now. It's all coming back. We're summoning all our energy back. We have to be full. We have to be powerful. Oh, baby. Oh, we're so powerful. You can feel it. Can you feel it? I can feel it. Feel the vibrations. We get all our power back now. We're bringing it all back. We're fully charged up. It's the 2222222 portal. Stay powered. Stay empowered. Never give in. Never give up. Just keep going. It is the greatest advice I have ever given. Just keep going. I am the defender of our everyday lives. It's time for the victory of the light. I love you guys. I really do. I appreciate each and every one of you that were part of my journey the whole way. I think we all know. Now is divine timing. I appreciate you all. I really do. Keep going, kid.